Hey everybody, welcome to Second Take. This is Trent.
Oh, I'm supposed to say my name?
Yes.
I thought you were going to introduce me.
And Alex.
Okay.
What is our question today, Alex?
I don't know which one we're doing first. I thought you were supposed to know that. So.
Well, I guess our question is, are you surprised Geno Smith was not selected in the first round? Alex?
I am not surprised. Want to know why?
Why?
Because there wasn't a big need for quarterbacks this year. Because we saw a good number of offensive linemen go in the first round.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
What do you think?
Well, first of all, I was shocked that E.J. Manuel got picked before him. Alright? And I think...
Are you insulting
the
E.J. Manuel?
No, not at all. Not at all. I think...
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
I think the devastation that we saw on his face at that time was based on the fact that another quarterback was picked before him. Had no quarterback been picked in the first round, I think it would have been a little bit easier to take. Alright? Because now, let's think about what's transpiring before his very eyes. If that could happen to me, who's to say Matt Barkley can't be picked ahead of me? Who's to say Tyler Wilson can't be picked ahead of me? Or any of these guys here?
Who's Tyler Wilson?
He's a quarterback, Alex.
For who?
He's in the...
Where do you go to school?
Now or what?
College.
It's not important. I'll tell you later.
Look at the camera, not me.
Anyway. Alright. But more, like, could the scouting report have something to do with it? I'm sure it did, right?
I don't know.
But, more importantly than that, his tweet, and do you know what his tweet was?
No.
He tweeted before he got picked, on draft day he tweeted, "Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it." What are you doing tweeting before you get picked? Whoa, why would you do that? Who do you think you are? You ain't Andrew Luck. You ain't RG3. Hell, you ain't even Ryan Tannehill. I mean, what is wrong with you? You're sitting there tweeting before you got picked? I'm sitting there, whoa. And I sat there reading that tweet and I was like, what are you, crazy? And I think everyone in that time frame thought, you ain't getting picked in the first round. I mean, I thought it after I read that tweet. I mean, I picked him. Maybe the Jets would pick him up. I mean,
they did.
I meant in the first round. But that didn't happen. I thought the Eagles could pick him up. Nah, that didn't happen either. But for her, like,
they got Matt Barkley.
Yeah, I know they got Matt Barkley, which I don't completely agree with now that the Eagles have the new coach.
We're not even talking about the Eagles.
I know, but you're giving me Matt Barkley, so
I'm just saying.
I know.
Okay.
But I guess after doing all these things, like you went on the NFL Network a couple days before the draft, you could started pointing the finger at the Todd McShays and all the guys at ESPN, all right, for criticizing him for doing all that. So I am actually, after seeing all that, I'm not surprised he went in the first round. I thought he could have went middle of the first round if he didn't go all that. But I think E.J. Manuel, not disrespecting him, he's a great kid. I think Geno would be a way better pro than E.J. will be. Okay. So that's for my closing sentence. Got anything else to say?
Our next question fits right into this. Who will be the starting QB for the Jets? Who do you think?
Who should be?
Who do you think will be?
Who should be is Geno Smith. Who will be is not Geno Smith. I don't see Geno Smith starting for the Jets. I don't. I see Mark Sanchez because of the ego that Rex Ryan has. I don't see.
Calling him out.
Yeah, I am calling him out, and I hope you're listening to this, Rex. There is no way that Geno will be starting.
Well,
I don't see it, even though it should be starting. And that's the only way they're gonna win, because Geno could run a very well and high offense that we know. He's not RG3. He's not Colin Kaepernick. He's not Russell Wilson. But he can be with those guys. But he might be. I haven't seen all of them, but I just don't see him being an RG3. I don't see him being a Colin Kaepernick. I don't see him being a Russell Wilson.
Okay, well,
I don't see that. I don't see it. He might be.
It can't happen.
He might. Yes,
happen.
I believe it.
It can't
But
happen.
I haven't seen enough to believe it. I mean, he had, 14, 15 fumbles last year. That I don't love.
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch West Virginia football games.
Yeah. I looked it up, I think it was either 14, 15 fumble. I mean, I don't love that.
Let's look it up and see if you're right. Keep talking.
Anyway. But I think Mark Sanchez will start for the Jets.
Well, Mark Sanchez, he is experienced, and he has some playoff wins. Well, last season
was a joke!
Horrible!
It was a joke!
Why are you
What are
screaming
you
at
crazy?
me? I'm saying it was a bad season. Why do you sound like you're disagreeing with me?
It was a complete joke!
Geno Smith, he is very athletic. He was an early candidate for the Heisman Trophy. And he has good downfield vision and awareness. So,
But also listen to me, Alex. Listen to me. And what happened with Geno is their team went 5-0, and then they lost the next 6 out of 8 games, right? So that what makes them 7-6. You are the leading Heisman winner. You are the leading Heisman leader. You are the leader in the Heisman at that time. The beginning of the season, 5-0, you were leading the Heisman. And then the bottom fell out, and it's all done. And I saw him, he had a slim shoulder, his head would hang, and I'm like, I don't like it. You can't be doing that. Go ahead.
well, I think Geno Smith can start at QB. Because he is better than Mark Sanchez. He is.
I didn't say he wasn't.
I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just stating my opinion.
All right.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Well, then.
Well,
Okay.
we're getting to Geno Smith's stats right now. I think. I hope. Will be.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought about Tim Tebow, even though he's going to the Patriots. So, I took down these notes before today, and before today I didn't know Tim Tebow was on the Patriots. So, I'll tell you what I wrote down for him. So, I think Tim Tebow needs to be a starter to succeed in the NFL. Did I think he was going to start for the Jets? No. Well, obviously he can't anymore, because he's not with them anymore. So, Geno Smith, I think, will start.
Is that it?
Yes.
All right, I got it. Hold on.
Okay. So, well, he did have 42 passing touchdowns, threw for over 4,000 yards.
He had 42 touchdowns, 6
And it
interceptions,
was
right?
6 picks. None in the first 6 games. In one game against Baylor, he had 8 touchdowns. Yeah, doesn't show fumbles.
But we're just gonna. I think it's 14, 15 fumbles that I heard that he did throw. I don't really recall anything else.
Okay.
All right. So if I'm wrong, please.
Against
tell me.
Baylor, he was 45 for 51 with 656 yards, 8 touchdowns. He threw 51 passes, but not an interception.
Did I say that he didn't have first round talent? Did those words come out of my mouth?
No.
Okay.
I didn't say,
that.
that.
Well, you're looking at me like I said he didn't have first round talent. I never said that he didn't have first round. I picked him to go in the first round. But then after I saw him being all like sensitive, I'm like, no, you're not going in the first round. All right, end of discussion. Thank you very much.